Although each day has 24 hours, most of our lives feel like they only have two parts: work and getting ready for work again. For many, many years, this was my reality. Long hours, high pressure, constantly exhausted. But at the same time, I really wanted to build a business and a fantastic life of freedom, maintain a social life, see my friends and family, have regular day and nights, and find time to even work out. So I had to confront a brutal reality, and that was that my evenings and my free time were disappearing. I needed to figure out where they were going. I finally discovered 5 reasons and solutions that completely changed how I used my time after work. So in this video, I want to share the exact solutions that will help you find time to start that business, learn a new skill, or to simply just stop wasting your evenings and start using them for what actually matters to you. Let's start with solution number 1. Rewriting your default settings. The biggest hack I found for not wasting your evenings is separating your actions from your mood. For most people, the two are inseparable. The link between them is unbreakable. This was my default every evening. Bad day? Spend the evening scrolling through social media. Tired? Call it quits. Stressed? Everything can wait till tomorrow. But what if we can break that connection? We can rewire that programming, not by denying our feelings, but instead by accepting our feelings. Then rewriting our next line of code. Your default programming says, I'm tired, therefore I can't. But you can update this code to, I'm tired and I'm going to do it anyways. Or I'm tired and I'm going to do it and I could rest on the weekend. Think about it. You've already done this countless times in your life. Times when you may have gone to the gym even though you didn't feel like it. Or pushed through work despite being completely exhausted. There is evidence that you can separate your actions from your mood. Each time you take action, despite not feeling it, you're building evidence. Evidence that you can do things tired. Evidence that you can make progress while stressed. The more evidence that you collect, the stronger this muscle becomes. It lets you know what you can do and what you can't. Your mood doesn't have to dictate your evenings. You can be tired and productive. You can be stressed and moving forward. It's not about feeling good first. It's about taking action regardless of how you feel. Solution number 2, optimize your life math. Everything we do falls into 3 buckets: fundamental, fun, and future. So think about money first. If you look at your spending, part of your spending goes towards your fundamental expenses. Things like your bills, your groceries, your basic needs. Part of your spending goes towards the fun area of your life, your social life, your hobbies, your eating out, your holidays. Then part of your spending goes towards your future life. This might be your skills or your growth or your investments. It's a pretty simple breakdown, but here's the truth. Most people's fundamentals, for example, their basic living, their spending, eats up so much money that there's very rarely anything left for the fun or the future part of it, especially the past couple of years. What's really interesting is your time and energy work in a really similar way. Your fundamentals are your chores, your admin work, your life, maintenance, the things that just keep your life ticking by. The fun is your social life, your hobbies. Then your future is things like learning a new skill or building your side business or working on your career growth. Just like money, most people's fundamentals consume a huge amount of their time, their life. Maintenance, doing the laundry, checking emails, cleaning the house, sorting out bills, cooking, cleaning, etc. While you can't eliminate these life chores, you can optimize them. I found this was one of the best ways to make or to free up more time that I could use in my evenings. I started with bulk organization, so I tackled all my household chores on a Sunday evening. I decided what I was going to wear for the week on a Sunday. It's an intense few hours, but it frees up my entire week. I did things like meal prepping. I focused 2 or 3 hours on a Sunday, which saved me over 6 hours during the week that I otherwise would have been cooking dinner or cooking meals. Every minute that you save from working on your fundamental life is a minute that you can invest instead in your fun or your future time. The goal is to become super efficient with the regular mundane tasks. Think about what you can do when you free up those extra 5 hours a week, because you've taken on those tasks on a Sunday instead of every evening. Another way to free up time is by hiring people to help with those mundane tasks. You will eventually be able to do this with all the time I help you save with these tips to be able to use your time more efficiently to make more money from that saved time. Having someone help you do the everyday things you need to do faster and better allows even more time to do a lot more with your time. Also hear this. According to a report by Forbes, we spend an average of 88% of our work week communicating with written communication. We were given voices for a reason. Talking is faster than writing. Use your voice. Solution number 3 we have is change your first destination. The moment you walk through your door after work and sit on that couch, it's over. That was my default for so long. Walk in, drop my things, to the couch I went. It's like quicksand. Just 5 minutes, I'll tell myself. Then 3 hours later, like most of you, I'll still be there, 4 episodes deep into whatever Netflix decided to autoplay next. There's a research paper that actually shows how even though people think they are making choices all the time, many of our repeated behaviors are cued by everyday environments. I realized how much of a difference this makes when one day I was meeting with some friends at the gym at 8 p.m. and I'd finished everything I needed to do at work. I could have left at 6 p.m., but there wasn't enough time to go home and come back because that's where the gym was, in that vicinity. So I just stayed working. I opened up my laptop and I started working on some real estate stuff that evening. I got more done in 2 hours than I had in weeks of planning to work on it. That's when it clicked. Don't fight the couch magnetism. Just avoid it completely. Pack your gym clothes and go straight to the workout. Take your laptop to a cafe or whatever and work on that side project you've been putting off straight after work. The key is to intercept yourself before you hit that environment. That triggers your default evening wasting routine. By changing where you go right after work, you change what you do with your entire evening. It's really that simple. Solution number 4. We have use your best hours. I know we're talking about how to not waste your evenings after work, but you need to use your best hours. But I feel like this is one of the most underrated time hacks on the list. That is, your morning hours are actually worth so much more than your evening hours. Think about your typical evening work session. You've got your notifications popping up. Your friends are maybe texting you about plans. Plus your brain's been making decisions all day. It's trying to run on an empty battery. Now compare that to a 6 a.m. or a 7 a.m. You got no messages, no emails come through yet, no one posting Instagram stories that you need to check. Just pure, uninterrupted, focused time. When I switch my side projects from evenings to mornings, I got more done in 30 minutes than I did almost 2 hours after work. We all have the same 24 hours, but not all the hours are created equal. That evening hour you spend forcing yourself to work, it might be worth just 20 minutes of your fresh morning brain time. So don't just rely on not wasting your after work evenings. There are days where you're not going to be able to pick up or do whatever you need to do. Maybe because you have other external commitments. But that morning time, that is sacred time where the world is still quiet and your mind is really fresh. Try it if you haven't. It's amazing. Solution number 5, we have to respect our foundation. This is the best solution in my opinion. This is essentially to look after yourself. You literally will not have the energy or the motivation or the discipline to be productive after an entire 8, 9, 10, or 11-hour workday if you are not looking after yourself and respecting your body and your brain by eating badly or skipping exercise or not looking after yourself in general. You are performing below your max. It's going to be impacting your productivity, your mood, your motivation. I can tell you this is from experience for a good couple of years. I was barely sleeping. I was doing like 4 or 6 hours a night, maybe. I was surviving or pushing through on coffee, energy drinks, and even Adderall. I was constantly feeling drained. And when you are pursuing meaningful goals or activities at the end of your day, it is so much easier to do. When you are happy, when you are healthy, when you are well rested, when you are energized. And what that actually means in practice, it means exercising as much as you can, learning how to eat healthy, prioritizing 7 to 9 hours of sleep, drinking more water, drinking no alcohol or less alcohol, limiting your screen time, taking care of your mental health. It won't be obvious just how far below your peak potential you are currently operating until you start looking after yourself properly. This isn't something I can convince you on. It's really something that you just have to trust me on and experience for yourself. So those are the things I did to stop wasting my evenings after work. If you like this video, you might also enjoy this video right here. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.